and welcome back to another episode of After the Table, a TTRPG podcast. 'Tis I, your favorite drag queen turned actual play performer and GM, Shelly Von Miller here. It feels so great to be in drag, honestly. It's a Monday, I'm in drag, and it's Pride Month. So, what else can we ask for? Speaking of what else can we ask for, a lot, because this person that we have on the podcast today is amazing and talented, and I got to meet them for the first time at TwitchCon, and they said, "Hey gamer, what the fuck?" And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, homie. I don't know what to tell you. You can find them. They just wrapped up season 1 of Paradise Lost over at the Wounded Warrior Project, and regularly on the Cherry Hill TTRPG. Welcome to the table, Blizz. Blizz.
Hi, I'm super excited. Thank you so much for having me on this, by the way, because I'm like so excited to talk about TTRPG stuff because I don't think I've had an opportunity to talk about that on a podcast yet.
That's so weird because I'm like, okay, one, like, whenever I found out you were doing TTRPGs, I was like, yes, yes, yes.
When I got tricked into doing it, that's the tea.
Who tricked you? I guess that's the question. Who got you in?
I think it's a combination of AJ Winters, Sachi, and Siam, I would say.
That makes sense. We've had Sachi on the podcast, and Sachi's like, Blizz is amazing, and I'm so glad that...
No. Sachi traps me in the stuff, and I go, yeah, I'll do it, I guess.
I guess I'll do this. Why not? But, no, your performance in Paradise Lost is so good. Like, the whole ensemble, and I'm just like, oh, the drama. I love the drama. I'm there.
Do you want to know the tea?
Yes. Tea.
Okay, walking into this. So Paradise Lost is honestly one of my favorite tables to be at because there's something about Ed and his like GMing style where I'm like, sorry, you're perfect. Like everything you do is just perfect and I'm so into the story. But I came in as like a new player while everyone else was already existing players. And it's really hard to do that at a table. So I wanted to create a character that was sunshine and rainbows while absolute hell is going. So it's like a kind of refreshing character, but then also he's dealing with his own stuff. So it was a little bit difficult, but like I had so much fun just playing with that table.
I could tell y'all have you'll have fun at like while y'all are just playing. It's just like yes. I love it. I love the drama, especially towards the end. The drama was just so good. I was like, oh, Ed, your storytelling is disgustingly good. I'm, like, taking notes for myself. I'm like, yes, okay, yeah. Player notes? Okay, I'm gonna... Yes, I'm taking notes for my own performances. So, how does it feel to have some of the best thirst traps in the TTRPG space?
Ooh, okay. I don't know if I have the best, to be honest, because I've seen a lot of the thirst traps. One of the best. Okay.
In my opinion. That's my opinion, by the way.
That's my opinion. My opinion.
My opinion.
It's honestly an honor. I've always done thirst traps. So I come from Tumblr. I come from the home of thirst Tumblr traps. Worlds, the home of thirst traps. And that's kind of how I got my following in the beginning on Twitter was I moved once Tumblr got rid of you know.
You can say porn.
Oh, porn. When Tumblr got rid of porn, I was like, I'm going to go to Twitter. And then when Twitter started acting silly, I went back to Tumblr for a little bit. But I got to gain like a lot of followage through Twitter, through my thirst traps, to be honest. And I keep it fun. I keep it mild. But it's always so funny when people are like, oh, you're the thirst trap guy on like Twitter and stuff like that. And I go, yeah, that's me. It's a form of marketing, technically. So.
Honestly. Write the gym off on your taxes. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, 100%, because that technically counts. So.
So you kind of alluded to who got you into the AP space, but like, why were you like, so you're like, oh, I guess I'll do this, but like, why did you keep going?
I used to be a theater kid growing up in high school. I was theater there, and I didn't do theater in college, but I did 4 years of theater in high school. But I was a STEM major, like in like high school and stuff. So I doubled in math and science all the time, like every year in high school. And then when I went to college for biochemistry. But with theater, I was never an actor. I was always the stage help or stage hands or stage manager. So I've never wanted to be like in the limelight or practice role playing or anything like that because I feel like that's acting. So when given the opportunity to do that, like when Sam asked me to do the Wounded Warrior Project, I was very nervous because I don't role play. I don't know how to role play. So a lot of the things that you'll see in the campaign, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to have daddy issues, which I don't have daddy issues. So I'm trying my best to have that. I'm trying my best to like pretend to play a character and make decisions as that character and not as myself. Because if I was playing myself, oh my God, the entire like campaign wouldn't go how it went. Let's be honest. But I also had practice with Castleton as well, playing a bachelor like trying to find love, and it's a little. I don't know what keeps me going, but I do think it's the people that I'm playing with. Like they make it worth it. They make it funny, and they make it like an enjoyable time for us to like bounce back ideas. Because I feel like tabletop is just a bunch of improv, and it's great. It's fun.
I as somebody who's also not from a theater background, like I did like sort of theater. I did like a theater class in high school, and like I did tech for I did tech, and I did makeup for theater. I learned how to do makeup for theater, and yeah, outside of that, I'm like, I can't act. I didn't go to school for acting. I have a history degree. And then, I mean, it's the same with drag. I was like, I'm not a performer. And then I guess just like learning it and like bouncing off people and asking questions and just like finding a group, like a good group of people to kind of who want to see you succeed in that space is like the ultimate thing whenever it comes to being in any creative space, honestly. Which brings me to my next question is you're a content creator outside of this. So how have you implemented your improv skills from AP back into your content creation? Have you?
I don't know if I have noticeably done it. It's probably something that's happened involuntarily. I don't really do tabletop stuff on my own channel, but there are moments where like we would prepare for a campaign, so I'll pull up my character and show like the art and be like, oh my God, look at this. This is like heckin' amazing. Or I'll ask my chat who knows more about tabletop than I do, am I allowed to change my skills for a cleric if it's a new day and stuff like that? And they would like help me out and help me to like decide what I do. But in terms of like role playing or improving, that's probably it's involuntary, but it probably happens a lot when you do collabs with people. Like you're probably improving on a lot of bits. I want to say if you're familiar with Concho and like Shadley, I've done like a bunch of collabs with them, and a lot of the times I have to improv on bits, and I guess that probably translates to me doing tabletop. Any collab is you improving funny moments with your friends, and like I feel like that can translate very easily over.
I love that. Yeah, because it's like, it's one of those things is like, if you keep going in this space, it's like, how do I implement stuff I already have into tabletop, but also bring it back and just be like, just like a continuous circle of just making sure that like things don't get stale and, just making content better for yourself, easier for yourself in a way.
What I do like with being in mini campaigns and having different characters, I love to go a little bit beyond of a character. Like I want to challenge myself. So for example, there's my hero one that I'll be doing soon, hopefully, where my character is French. So I'm learning French because I don't know French. So I'm like pulling up Duolingo and trying to figure things out, and I like learn just the basics of it. Or there's another campaign where I'm a archaeologist, so I'm learning like just the basics of archaeology. That one's really fun because I play Sachi's husband, so no one sees that coming. But I don't want to spoil, but that's going to be coming out soon.
Yes, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I love archaeology, so I'm just like,
it's the campaign is, it's like mechs, aliens, and artifacts, and it's the GM is Alec Lockman. And the characters in this campaign, it's kind of cool. It's set throughout a timeline, and everyone's campaign affects the next campaign. So like, me and Sachi are husband and wife. Sam's also in this campaign as well. Plays Sachi's ex-girlfriend. Really funny.
I loved it. The drama.
Me, my wife, and my wife's girlfriend. It's iconic. But the next campaign after that actually has my child in it. So me and Sachi's child, and then Critical Bard's in that one as well. It's just the two of them. So like whatever we've done affects them in their next campaign. So I'm like, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Yeah, I'll definitely send it to you when it comes out.
Yes, I can. Oh yeah, no, I'm like, especially with people that I know and that I adore and that I like. I'm just like, yes, I love you all. I will follow you into the layers of hell if I have to.
Just follow into the dark. That's literally what I do.
I'm just gonna go blindfolded. I don't care. Yes, it sounds good. I guess, what are some of your favorite creators in the space that you've been able to either work with or like you haven't been able to work with, but you've seen their work?
I'm gonna have to say Ed is probably one of my favorite like people just in general. I will die for that man. The amount of times he's made me cry on a campaign is too many. It's too many, honestly. But the way I'm just very enthralled by the way he crafts the world and is able to implement fear into people with just his words and his like imagery. I find that to be super amazing. I think like episode 2 he made me cry because I have a soft spot for old people, so like it was a wild time. But he's definitely someone who like I would love to be at a table with again, which I'm pretty sure I will be. I want to say Sam. I'm always going to sing Sam's praises because Sam is just amazing at the production side of doing TTRPG, but then also as a character as well. She's able to improv and also leave room for people to improv. And I find that to be such a difficult thing in this space sometimes. But like people who are able to leave room for you to do something, that is iconic. Thank you so much for allowing me to develop my character alongside of you. So Sam is just iconic for that as well. I'm trying to think of any other players. I know, I just want to see all of them. Honestly.
Of them. Everyone.
Honestly, Beck Gotzi as well. Like, so just put together. Honestly, I aspire to be Beck when I grow up because what the hell? Just so put together in general. Justice's baby boy, Sachi I adore, like so many amazing people. Also someone who plays a really good character too, Maddie Duvernay. I got to watch Maddie Duvernay in Castleton and I loved like what Maddie brings to the table of just elegance. Just like literally just elegance everywhere they go. And I'm like, oh God, okay, that's annoying.
We love Maddie in this house. It's like, yes, Maddie. Yeah. I want to see Maddie in more things.
I agree. I told Maddie recently that they needed to be in more campaigns because like they're really good. I know Maddie, Laurel, and Ed have done a campaign. It's not Midnight Rush, but it's something that was pretty good.
Good to know. Writing that down for later. Well, I mean, okay, one, if you don't know, Blizz is a Twitch ambassador, so he's quite connected in the creator space. Do you have any advice for Twitch streamers or content creators who are wanting to get into the AP space?
Yeah, don't be afraid to just like jump in and literally like if you see someone having a campaign and you're like, hey, do you need any players? If you see any casting calls for something, try it. The worst that you'll get is a no, which is like, it can be difficult if like you're someone who deals with rejection sensitivity. Like I 100% get it, but this is a good way of practicing to deal with no's just in case you don't get it. Also, don't be afraid to go outside of your elements of creating something or creating a character. I Do you have any questions on how I create a character, or can I talk about how I create a character?
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, okay. So something that I do with my characters, and I don't know if this is a common thing, but I find a song and an artist, and I create a character's personality based on that. So, yeah, it's wild. So for Castleton, I created someone who their storyline was they were going to fall in love and it was going to be the most embarrassing thing for them. They were going to have their heart broken. They're going to have someone who they're falling in love with, but that person is in love with someone else and they will never be the person that the person is in love with. I know, it's so sad. So the two songs that I have for that is Obsessed by Olivia Rodrigo, because I think about her a lot. Like, I think about not the guy that I was in love with, but the girl that he's seeing. And I'm like, I know everything about her, obviously, because I'm just obsessed with her, because how did she fall in love with you? And the other song is Love is Embarrassing by Olivia Rodrigo as well. Because, yeah, it was embarrassing what I've done for a man. Like, it was very embarrassing for my character to do that for a man. So, like, I kind of do that. I kind of find the vibe of the song and I make that the character's personality a little bit. I don't know if anyone else does it that way, but it's really cool.
Usually it's the other way around. Like, you make the personality and then you build the playlist around them. Like, I have a couple of playlists that are character playlists. But that's a great idea. Like, if you're stuck on a theme, I mean, music, art, have all sorts of themes that you can pull from, and I like that.
Yeah.
To kind of do the... Because then you don't have to create a playlist of, like... Oh, God, I'll embarrassingly say this. I have, like, 100-hour playlist for a character.
Oh, my God.
But I was able to play her from level 1 to level 20, so a lot of those songs were in between. Yeah, no, like, that was, like, a character that I played for, like, 2 years. So, yeah.
I've never been to like level 20. The highest I've ever played a character is level 8.
It's a lot. Especially as like a spellcaster, you're like, I've got to do all this crap.
Yeah. It sounds fun. Like, I want to be able to do that one day, but I'm very like, give me a level 3 and I'm okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's how you start out. You're like, level 3, let's see where we go. If I die, whatever.
We die.
Whatever. I can just make a new character.
Type of person, do you ever want to see your characters die?
So, fun fact, the character that I played for like 2 years, my D&D character died twice.
Oh.
She died twice. And she was the group's cleric.
It's always the cleric that dies first. I'm gonna be honest. It's not even like a kill your gays. It's kill your clerics.
It's kill your healers.
Kill your healers who just so happen to be gay.
Kill your bottoms. It's okay. But yeah, no, I love that character so much. But no, if it calls for it, I'm so down for like character death. I'm like, whatever. It's fine.
This might be spoiler for anyone who was interested in watching season 1 of Paradise Lost.
Go watch it now.
Go watch it now.
Pause this
right now and watch every episode. Watch 10 episodes right now. But my character I planned for my character to die.
Oh, wow.
I planned for my character to die, and I had that's why I was shocked that I'm making it to the next season, because I was like,
I'm here.
I'm down. If y'all need me, I am down. But like, did not plan for me to be alive. I thought that someone would kill me. I would get killed in the process, or I would like try to like stick my neck out for someone, maybe my dad, and die in the process because of it. And my rolls just were really good, and also didn't get any curses because everyone felt bad for me. So we're so back.
The curse mechanic that they implemented during that campaign was so foul. I was just like, damn.
Yeah, so you could pay to like curse people in this campaign. It was like $5 for a bless, $10 to curse, which is wild because it's like, oh, if you really want to do harm, you have to pay more. And these people are like, I'm about to pay more. What do you mean?
It's for charity.
It's for charity. So like I completely get it and I don't mind. I'm really good at taking stuff on the chat. So like I don't mind being the person who gets all of the curses. But there was a moment where I think the community understood I was the only medic on the team. So it was like, you're cursing the medic, and that's really bad for you.
Especially for a medicine check. You're like, oh, let me roll to make sure that this person is stabilized.
And then they're not because I had to get cursed. So that's on y'all now.
Sorry, your bestie's dead.
Now what are you going to do about it? Because you are the one who did it. So then they started giving me blesses around like daddy trauma stuff. And it just worked out.
Of course. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, so you've played, so Paradise Lost is using which system again?
They're using Electric State, which just came out on Netflix, and it's not a good movie. Do not watch it. We do it better. It has Chris Pratt in it, so.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, don't watch
But Millie Bobby Brown, but like Chris Pratt. Yeah, so like, they also do the Electric State wrong, in my opinion, and also my research. And I think Ed did it very well and went along with certain things that I think our story is a lot better than Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt's.
Sorry about it.
Sorry. No
sorry,
shade, no
Netflix. No shade, all tea.
But yeah, that one does Electric State. Cherry Hill does 5E, and then Castleton was also 5E.
Yeah. What are some systems that you want to maybe dip your toe into?
I'm new to all these systems. One that I don't know which one I would want to try, honestly. There's actually a system that I don't know what the name is, but it was Dimension 20. And it was the season that they all went to a wizard school that isn't Harry Potter.
Oh, Kids on Brooms. Yes.
Yeah, I want to learn that system. It sounds so cool.
Yeah, Kids on Brooms, Kids on Bikes, they're like really fun. They're really fun.
It seems like very playful, and I'm like, cool, that sounds like a fun system. For the longest time, actually, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I want to say like a year ago, because I got into tabletop fully, even though I was in a campaign for a bit, I got into tabletop fully last year. I only thought there was 5e.
You know what? And a lot of people think that, and it's okay. That's perfectly okay. Some people like D&D. That's, I like playing a bunch of different systems. Like a bunch of those books are just a bunch of different systems, including 5e. Like there's 5e back there, but like there's just so many. That's why whenever you're like, yeah, just sign up for a casting call. I did the same thing. I saw like Twitter. I was like, oh, casting calls. Like, let me get on this. And so I've learned how to play like Dragonbane, Thirsty Sword Lesbians. What else?
I don't know what Thirsty Sword Lesbians is, but I've heard it 5 times in like the
past
couple months.
So good. It's so fun. I love it. It's very roleplay heavy, but like you have like mechanics that can really mess you up, and like there's like ranges. It like you can succeed, but like there's like the cost of succeeding, and like you can fail miserably.
Yeah. Oh, I've done Monster Hearts or something.
Oh, Monster Hearts is fun. I got to play that recently.
It's a fucking game. That's a game about fucking.
Yeah, honestly.
And I'm like
interesting.
I played a Christian boy who fell in love with a guy on the football team, and I was like,
love that.
I might deny my religion.
Well then. It was a fun. I did that for charity. It was a fun game to play. I was like, oh yeah, I don't mind learning this. I've learned. There was like a Star Wars but not Star Wars game, which was
Star
really
Battles.
Fun. It was like it was called, I think it's like Rebels or something like that.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah.
It was a really fun thing, and that thing went haywire. Is like, I can't roll worth a shit. What the hell?
I think that's so cool when people are like adapting things like Star Wars into tabletop, or like I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I'm like, that's so awesome for that to exist.
The Mummy. I've also seen people do The Mummy and
My bisexual awakening.
Yes. It's just like, oh, this is fun. Oh, I love it. It's very gay. It's very, it's like, it's very queer coded. And I'm like, I love it.
I love
it so much. Yeah. I would love to see you in like, I would love to see you in a Kids on Brooms campaign. That would be really fun. That would be really fun. But what are some, I guess, what are some things that you look for in storytelling? Like, whether it's TTRPGs or, like, just in general, what kind of stories do you like to tell?
I'm a huge fan of horror. Horror stories are always amazing for me, or if there's, like, a monster aspect of things, I love it. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to role play someone who is like scared or fits a fun stereotype, because horror movies are like always my favorite thing. Horror movies are queer, and I have like a whole TED talk that I could do about it. But they're queer and they're so camp. And a good series that's so queer and camp is Scream. Scream, you always get like the stereotypical, the jock, the stoner, the goth, the stuff like that. And I love falling into those stereotypes with characters. And it makes it a lot more fun for me, storytelling wise. So if I see anything that's horror and someone's like, we have a horror campaign for you, I'm like, ooh, make me cringe, make my face go, ugh. I don't like, I want to feel uncomfortable. Like, that sounds fun for me.
Vampire might be the game for you then.
I've also
Vampire
heard
the
of
Masquerade.
that.
Vampire the Masquerade. I'm in a long-term campaign of that, a chronicle. That game will make you go, oh, like, this is so uncomfortable.
From my understanding, it's uncomfortable, but it's also like kind of hot.
Oh, it's so
and
hot.
I'm
stuck in blood.
Okay, I'm kind of down. So like doing stuff like that is fine. I don't really tend to go for high fantasy because it can get a little bit confusing for me, but also there's, I don't know, I kind of have more fun with like more modern, or if there's a set time, like with Paradise Lost, I was given, it's in the 1990s. And I'm like, ooh, that's so much fun. I can weave something into that. Or like Cherry Hill is set in 2016. That helps me a lot understand like what I can bring, what influences I can bring into the campaign. So like I kind of look for horror, or I kind of look for a set time. If it's high fantasy, it's not gonna throw me away. But it is going to challenge me, which I always love a challenge in a character. I have to stop playing baby boy characters though. That's my thing.
You gotta, I don't know.
I want to play someone bitchy.
Butch up.
I think.
Yeah, you gotta butch it up.
I want to play like a mean gay. That's my next goal.
I mean, vampire. You can play a mean gay vampire. It'd be perfect.
We can make this work.
Yeah. No, I might know a chronicle that you might be perfect for. Okay. So. Okay, I don't like bringing it up because I'm sure that you get the question all the time.
Ooh, okay.
So before the closure of Rooster Teeth last year...
I have no idea what that is. Okay.
Who is she? We don't know her. We don't know her. There was supposed to be a D&D campaign. There was like one episode that happened. Are we ever going to see that campaign?
Ooh, hold on. My little character, my little Zalbar, the little guy. I don't know. So I worked my ass off, and I'm pissed at Warner Bros. For this. Fuck you, Warner Bros. If you're sponsored by Warner Bros., my apologies.
I'm not. I'm not. And if you want to sponsor me, whatever. I don't care.
Fucking deal with it, Warner Bros. You've dealt with worse.
Yeah.
So I was working with Jack, BK, and Aaron, my producer. And Aaron's like a huge tabletop RPG person, so she was like definitely down, and she worked really hard with me to get Hero Forge to sponsor our show and everything. And we had meetings, we had codes to give away and stuff like that. And the first episode came out on my birthday, and I was super excited for it because I was like, it's live stream, everything's live. We had Barbara come in from Stinky Pod or Stinky Dragon podcast to be a guest on that episode as well. She played a sweet old lady. And then Rooster Teeth shut down and they told me I had to stop my show. And I was so upset because this was the first time Inside Gaming had a sponsorship. And we ended up getting a sponsorship because no shade, no tea, they were not getting sponsorships for us. And so we decided to do it ourselves. And I've gotten so much trouble, and you can honestly ask Jack and BK about this. Mm-hmm. A lot of the things that we did with Rooster Teeth, we were really big on just do and ask for forgiveness later. Because if you do it and it's really successful and they're upset about it, you go, what was successful?
The numbers.
But the numbers. So when we did our first subathon and stuff, they were upset with how a lot of things happened. But we got to be like, okay, but we pulled in this many subs. And that's more than any of you have ever done. So here's the tea.
Yeah. Honestly, because I was following you before I knew you were on Rooster Teeth, mm-hmm. and the only reason why I hopped over to Rooster Teeth is because you were on it, and then I got to meet in a way Jack and BK and learn about them, and I'm like, oh, I'll follow them, why not? And some of the other creators in that group, and it's like, why would you try to I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard because that wasn't a show that if I could get all the players again, I would, but it would be a little bit more difficult. And the way we set it up, we wanted to do an in-person session. And that was my biggest thing because I love in-person sessions because you get to see people's reactions immediately. So I kept pushing for that. So it would have to be one of those things where we rent out a space and continue,
which is expensive in Austin.
It is. Oh my god, it totally is. But
it's disgustingly expensive.
It would be really cool to bring it back, I'll be honest. It was a very fun campaign. We had a bunch of guests line up for it each episode, so it was gonna be a lot of fun. It was a bunch of people from Stinky Dragon podcast, and then we were gonna try to get Iffy in for the last one. And yeah, we had moves. And
now Stinky Dragon is on Critical Role's.
Yeah, they're under Critical Role. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see my friends get something that's really good because I secretly knew about it before, and I couldn't say anything.
Of course.
And once it happened, I was so happy.
You're yes, I can finally say something.
Yes. But now that
always feels great.
3 of my characters are under the Critical Role because I voiced 3 characters for Stinky Dragon. So
love that.
We're here.
We're here. Hey, Critical Role. Just saying. Just saying.
If you ever need a voice again, let me know. When my voice recovers, if you ever need a voice again, we're so back.
Yeah, we'll fly. One of us, Blizz will fly to LA. I'm here. I'll fly to LA. I don't mind. I don't care.
So you can go into my check bag. They'll never know.
Yeah, just me, a wig, and some makeup. Just hold on. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I was so sad because you were like, yeah, it's not happening anymore. I'm like,
yeah, it really sucked. The whole Rooster Teeth closure was just horrible in general, because Rooster Teeth was the reason I moved down to Austin. But it was one of those things where I just started really grinding in my content in my career, being no, this isn't gonna set me back. I'm actually gonna do so much better.
And you did.
Oh, 100%.
You did.
100%. But it was really nice hearing from my ex coworkers and stuff who were this sucks that this company went down, but you're gonna make it, so don't even worry about it. And I was that's really fucking sweet. What the hell? You're so nice to me. Stop being nice to me.
Oh, I hate when people are nice to me and it's ew, don't.
I was oh my god, what the hell? But it was I'm very proud of like what everyone's doing outside of Rooster Teeth. If I could continue some shows, I 100% would if I had the money and the production. But sometimes we just gotta let it rest for a bit, and maybe there'll be a revival sometime soon.
Yeah, maybe like a live show.
Yep.
Live show.
I would love a live show.
Gen Con, TwitchCon.
Honestly, PAX East would do
PAX
it.
East, Dream Hack, PAX West, PAX Unplugged.
Writing notes.
Hey PAX. Hey Dream Hack. Hey TwitchCon. TwitchCon, please. Well, this is the wonderful part of the podcast where I tell you to plug your shit, Blizz.
Oh, okay. Hi everyone, my name is Blizz. You can find me at twitch.tv/Blizz or BlizzBear with a 3 instead of an E on every other platform. I wouldn't classify myself as a tabletop RPG content creator because I'm a true crime. I'm a true crime content creator at the most, and I also play a lot of video games on my stream. So if you ever are interested in true crime video games or Legos, sometimes we build Legos. You can come over and hang out on Twitch, or you can just tweet at me, "Hey, you're cool," and that also works as well. And yeah, I think it's about everything. I don't really have much to plug other than the secret campaign where I play Sachi's wife coming out soon.
Sachi's wife.
Honestly, Sachi's wife. Let's be real.
Sachi's wife.
Sachi's wife. Let's be so real.
Sachi is the butch in the relationship. There we go.
That probably won't come out until like when this episode airs, probably like a couple months after, but definitely be on the lookout on my socials because I'm definitely going to promote it. It was so much fun to do. And then Paradise Lost, when it comes back, definitely check me out there. And any other future campaign that I am legally not allowed to talk about right now, but there's one that I would love to talk about with you all, but I cannot say anything.
We hate NDAs, but we love them at the same time because that means you're doing something amazing.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's really awesome that people, ever since doing Castleton and also Paradise Lost, a lot of people have reached out to me asking if I could be at their table for something. And it's been super sweet because I'm like, y'all, I'm just a guy. Like, I'm just, to quote Epic, the musical, I'm just a man. So
I'm just a man.
I'm just a man. I don't know what you want from me. But it's been really, like, the tabletop community has been, like, super sweet and super nice, opening their arms to a guy who's just trying his best to make sure everyone at the table's having a fun time.
Yes. I'm so excited about this, and I can't wait to see you in more things.
I know, it's going to be fun. And I'm excited to see you. Honestly, can I be honest? I'm excited to see you do drag more.
Yeah, you know, I need to motivate myself. I need you to do drag more.
I need you to do drag more.
Hi. Yeah, I guess I'll be doing drag. Season 2 will be the Oops All Drag of the podcast. I'll just be in drag the whole time.
Yeah,
I have I have the little tagline of your favorite drag queen turned GM, so
yeah.
You know.
I think your performance, not to talk about like TwitchCon last year, but your performance was amazing. We were all gagged. We were sitting in the third row right next to, were we right next to New York Times or Washington Post?
You said something about New York Times and Vogue, and I was like,
oh yes, Vogue was next to us. That's what it was. Because we got the seats next to Vogue and they were on their laptops and they were just like, when you were performing, typing and going, I was like, oh, okay, Vogue, I see you. So I need to see that. Also, your fan work is amazing. So
I need to get better. I need to fix those fans a little bit more, but also that's a whole other subject.
I feel like you can bring like really good burlesque to drag. I mean, especially in your own brand and your own form. Like, I think you could kill it 100%. Like, I'm rooting for you.
I've missed performing on stage. It's one of those things. It's like I've moved. This is a whole nother subject on the podcast. I've moved cities. So I started in DFW. So I live in Texas, and I moved back to Houston, and I'm just like, I don't want to drive into the inner loop and have to interact with people and build my brand.
Yeah.
I'll do out of city and out of state gigs all day long. Obviously.
I mean, do an Austin gig. Let me know when you're doing an Austin gig.
I need to do that. I have a few friends. I mean, we know Lori. Hey, Lori.
Hit up Lori and be like, hi, Lori.
I'll drive.
Hey, Lori, what's going on?
With that all being said, if you're wanting to follow Blizz anywhere, all the links are down below in the show notes. You should go follow Blizz. I'm just saying. Speaking of following, you can follow me everywhere at Shelly Von Miller, to include Patreon and Fourth Wall memberships, where you can get early access to the podcast. And this is heading towards the end of season 1. Crazy, I know. Yeah, you can get an idea of what's going to happen in season 2, and also maybe you can trunk some ideas of who you would like to see on the pod. All those links are down below in the show notes again. But yeah, I love you guys very much, and I will see you on the internet. Goodbye!